What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. So after the Super Bowl halftime show, my entire Facebook feed, as you can imagine, was full of people in my age group who aren't really fans of Kendrick Lamar style music saying they hated the Super Bowl halftime show. Worst halftime show they've ever seen. Congratulations. We're our parents and grandparents now. That's who we are. Listen, if you're in the 40 plus crowd and you didn't like the show, and you really don't like that kind of music anyway, maybe it wasn't for you. Or maybe, just maybe, it was for all of us and you just need to look into it a little bit more. Now, I'm going to be consistent here because as I said with Beyonce's halftime show, I'm going to say the same thing with Kendrick's. Even if I like the artist, I'm not a big fan of live music on television. I think there's a lot that gets lost. I think sometimes you can hear the artists, breathing because they're running around and dancing so much. I think sometimes the theatrics, take away from the music itself, but whatever. I'm also a fan of Kendrick Lamar's. I've been a fan of Kendrick Lamar since my student athletes have been requesting his music in the weight room, and I've just grown to like it. I mean, I think the music is great. I think the words he says, I think it makes your head bop, all those things. So I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar's, and so when I heard his music coming on, when I heard certain songs that I knew that I was familiar with, I was like, yeah, and I enjoyed it. It kept me engaged. But there's a lot of people who didn't see it that way. But one thing I'll say is while listening to Kendrick Lamar's music and becoming a fan of his, and if you go to my Instagram page, you'll see a lot of our reels. We use Kendrick Lamar music on those reels. One thing I've learned about him is that he is very intentional. The guy is smart and the things that he does are intentional. So I want to go over the symbols that I saw that I thought were intentional. And I'm going to keep it pretty vague. And the reason why I want to keep it vague is because I want you to look into it for yourself. I want you to read the stories. I want you to watch the videos out there. And I want you to let me know in the comments if this was intentional or if it was just entertainment and we're reading into it too much. But I think it was intentional. I think from having Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam to having, all of the performers being black, dressed in red, white, and blue. They created an American flag. The things that he said, when he said them, when he said, "Hey Drake," when he said certain things and then introduced certain music, him saying, the revolution will be televised, right time, wrong guy. Serena Williams sea walking on stage, the performers, walking in a circle. I'm forgetting some of the things, but I feel like a lot of these things were intentional. I think, if you know Kendrick and you listen to his music, you realize the guy is very intentional. A lot of things that were said on that stage that were done, those things were intentional. So what do you guys think? I really want to know what you thought of the performance. If you didn't watch it, the Super Bowl or the halftime show, I completely understand. But if you did, or if you've heard about the performance, what did you think? Please let me know in the comments because I'm really interested in hearing. Again, I'm being very vague. I think it was intentional, but you let me know. Was it intentional? Or is Kendrick just being an entertainer and we're just reading way too much into this? So please let me know. And also, we're almost at 90,000 subscribers on this page. I am absolutely ecstatic about that. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers on this channel. And listen, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Please continue to like and share my content. I really do appreciate you guys. And do not forget to let me know in the comments what you thought of the performance. Was it intentional or was it just entertainment? Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.